On October 7th, 2007, I was diagnosed with esophageal cancer. When I was diagnosed with the cancer and the doctor came in and said, "Anna, I'm sorry, you have esophageal cancer. We don't know the depth of it yet, but if it's spread, there's no hope for you." And I said, "That's your report. When I get the report from my master, that's the report I'll believe in. I don't care what you say." And my brother was there with me, and Charlene Schaefer. I would get chemo. I was so sick. I couldn't move. I couldn't get out of bed. My family had to help me to the bathroom. They had to give me drinks of water. I just was so deteriorated from the chemo, and I had no strength at all. I would put the pastor's tapes on my portable CD and just listen to them to give me comfort and solace while I laid in that bed, because sometimes I did get scared with the chemo. I was never scared of the cancer. To me, cancer is just a word, and you can overcome cancer if you have Jesus. But the chemo made me so sick. I would put the pastor's tapes on and just listen for hours to the pastor's voice. And I would listen to him preach, and that's how I got by.
From the first doctor's appointment to this very last one, she told them, "You say I have cancer. You say." And when she said it was just a word to her, I really believe her, because I was there watching. And when she tell them, "Did you read the Bible? Jesus says if I believe and I'm healed and that He died for me," and she would go on. So if anybody gets sick out there, you gotta have your faith. Even if you're not sick, you gotta have your faith. I really believe that you gotta have Jesus in your life.
And when the doctor said I needed surgery, I prayed over it, and I came to the conclusion that I would get the surgery and I would try to save my life. And I had the surgery and I had a rough time, but I never lost my faith, never. Even when I was out and didn't know what I was just talking about, I spoke the word.
We put her through very intensive therapy. She had a combination of surgery and radiation, and she had some challenges after recovering from her surgery. It was a very major operation. And, you know, we gave her all the best medical care that we could, but she really hung in there with a lot, and I think it's her cooperation and determination that, on top of everything else, that helped her get through everything.
I saw myself crawling out of the pits of hell on my hands and knees, and I turned to my brother and said, "Mike, we're royalty. I just crawled out of the pits of hell, and we're royalty. We have royal blood. We're the children of the King."
Every time she would come to, there was a time that she made me lay hands on my nephew and my sister and pray for them, because she's been...
With Anna, just like a lot of the patients, there's a lot of things up in the air. We don't know how they're going to do. We don't know how they're going to respond to the treatments. We're putting someone like Anna through very intensive therapy with surgery and all the pain and stress that goes with that, chemotherapy, the side effects of that, and the radiation, with the hope that they're going to cure them. And some patients say, "Well, I don't think I'm going to be cured. I don't want to do it." And they don't do anything, and then it's a foregone conclusion what's going to happen to them. And then some other patients, like Anna, say, "Well, I have a lot to live for, and let's just do whatever we can," and they get through it all, and they get through all the hardships, and they never give up. So I think her faith, and that she had a lot to live for, and that she was going to do well with things, and that's what's happened, is, you know, got her through a tough time.
That's my story. I'm completely recovered from cancer now. I just left the doctor's office, and he said there's no signs of cancer whatsoever, none, in my whole body. And I thank Jesus for that.
And one more thing, as a family, we'd like to thank everybody at Word of Life Church for all their prayers, because I believe with all my heart that we would have never